Hello my friends, and welcome to another exciting episode of Hunting Rocks. As always, I am your hunting guide, Jeff. Today we're actually hunting trilobites. We're hunting trilobites in the great state of Ohio at a place called Flatrun Fossils. This is their very first year open. They opened up in June. They've got Isotelus maximus, Isotelus gigas, Flexicalymene, and a whole bunch of other stuff I can't find in my home area in Grafton or up in Utah. There's their sign. That's what you want to look for when you come here. Let's go find some trilobites. All right, you guys, let's talk about mining safety. Oh my gosh, I just found a flexi. Just sitting in the ground. That was not put there. Anyhow, mine safety. You got to wear safety glasses when you're digging. Gloves. It's a good idea to have knee pads. You're going to need your rock hammers, and you're going to need pry bars. And that's a big old Isotelus. Look at that. 2 trilobites right off the start. This is awesome, guys. All right, let's get digging, and we'll see what we find today. This is the dig pit. They got a little shade area over there. It's going to be awesome. All right, guys, you just saw me find that flexi on the ground, and I'm just cleaning some of the shale away, and that is part of an Isotelus right there. I don't know if I'll be able to get it out. I don't know how good a shape it is. It could be broken. Oh, also they've got a 4-wheeler here, so they can help you get stuff down and back up to your vehicle, which is super awesome. Anywho, oh, he's kind of falling apart. Let's see if I can see what we got. Doing this just with my fingers, and well, there's what came out. So that's super great. He was in a bad spot. He had been damaged before. But I see what we're digging with, so tell you guys what, let's get to it and let's see what we can find in here. This shale's just popping apart like crazy. All right, let's get some big chunks out and get to it. So guys, clearing away the shale, do you see it? I found another flexi. He's sitting right there. Let's pop that out and take a look at it.
Not recoverable, but it would have been at least this big.
Oh, jeez. All right, you guys. Sorry, I didn't bring my tripod with me, so we're going to be doing this way, and hopefully you can see it come out. So, just tapping into the shale below it and above it. Throw on my gloves. This stuff can be sharp and it can cut you. Pops right out. There we go. A beautifully rolled flexi. Oh my gosh, look at that. That's awesome. 2 trilobites down. Let's see if I can't fill a bucket. All right, guys, I've been going through the shale, and if you like shells, they've got them. But I just popped that right there. Let's see if I can't get that out carefully on camera. Give me 1 second. I'm going to work on this real quick. All right, I've got the shale split and lifted. Let's move this out the way. Check it, of course, for trilobites. Not seeing any in there. Let's slide this out. And it's starting to lift. Okay. Let me get under there and we'll see if we can get that out. All right, it's popped. Let's take a look. That is a rolled Isotelus, I think. That might be a Flexicalymene. No, the head doesn't look right. I think that's a rolled Isotelus. Seeing the spines on the side, maybe gigas. That's That's awesome. Little one. But it's the first one in my collection, so I'm not complaining. That could be a flexi. Look at those eyes on that. Oh, very cool. All right, let's keep going. Nope, that is a flexi. Gosh, that's beautiful. All right, that's going in the bag. Just picked up a rock to move it, and there's a trilobite right there. Another flexi. Into the bucket with him. I'll get him cleaned up at home. Let's find a big old Isotelus, guys. Great big fat one. All laid out. Just waiting for old Jeff to come along and rescue it. Give it a new home. Alright, gonna keep digging. Alright guys, I was showed a little trick here. I removing my overburden so I can get a larger piece of shale out. Larger pieces of shale make it a little easier to find the trilobites. Now this is not a trilobite. That is a pretty little shell fossil, and I think that will come home with me. That'll look good once it's cleaned up. But once I get this over, I'll be able to start driving in there, and there, and hopefully pop this whole piece of shale out. And there should be lots of trilobites. Sorry about the shadow, guys. The sun is not working with me. All right, guys, I just drove in my 2 chisel pieces here. My, I can't think of the name, it's warm. But I'm gonna pop this section out here. Well, while I was doing that, I found this, popped out. Got a little flexi right there. And that's a little flexi right there. So I'll get those home and cleaned up. I'll show you guys what they look like once they're cleaned up back home. But let's pop this open. I've removed the overburden. Still a little secret, removed the overburden, pop bigger pieces, better chance of finding trilobites. So let's, there we go, we're moving. Let's check these pieces. Check every piece, because just like the ones up in Grafton, you never know where these little guys are hiding. And you never know what you'll find. That might be something. Yep, see there's a trilobite imprint there. And there's the trilobite. They went together like that. So over there to the bag you go. Let's keep digging. I don't know how much of this I'll leave in. I may cut some out. But this is good rock to be splitting. There's a trilobite right there. I'll set that to the side. I'll work on it here in a second. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Hold on, guys. I just found something else. Holy show tunes, you guys. Look at that. We're going to put a little glue on there. That's, the rest of it's in there. So I'm going to have to get this all glued together. That'll get wrapped in saran wrap. Oh my God. That's what I'm talking about. Don't judge me if I'm crying, okay? Because that is amazing. All right. Now, for those of you who might not want to dig, or it's too hot to dig, you've been digging in the morning and you need a break, you can come over to this pile here. This is where they push everything up at. And you will find trilobites in here. You can look through here and who knows exactly what you will find. But you got to think, as people are digging, they miss them. And whenever they miss them and they get pushed over into the scree pile, definitely worth checking out. There's a shell right here. Let's give this a flip, see if there's anything in it. Lots and lots of shells. I think as the day goes on, as it gets warmer, if I need to take a break, I'll come over and look through here for a little while. And, you know, I'll show you guys what I find, when and if I find it. But right now I'm waiting for them to bring down the backhoe. They're going to clear out, let me show you what they're going to clear out over here. They're going to clear out this area for us, so it'll make it a little easier to dig. Also stay away from that hole, it's super deep. So what we're doing here is we've got a chunk of limestone that ran across, and they're lifting that out, so that way we can get to the good trilobite digging area. Just like that. All right, you guys, I've driven 2 pry bars into the rock here. I'm going to try to take a big section here. I may have to do another pry bar But you want to take larger sections. Oh, there's an ISO butt and some ISO pieces. I will keep those. I might have to use them to repair my other one. But we're going to try to pop this, and that's how you find the good ISOs. You get a big section to pop. If you're lucky, you get the whole thing. I'm going to put another bar in over here, drive it in, and then hopefully we can lift this whole section. Check out that little guy right there.
The way to
Heck
do it is
yeah.
drive those in on top of your smaller chisels, and it rides right along it.
I bet.
In farther.
I bet there's more in this one. In fact, there's a little bit right there. And then I found these. I'm going through, just popping shale. Like I've been doing all day, and you guys have seen I have worked quite some distance. Lots of trilobites. All right, let's keep digging. Look at that, you guys. Look at that cute little trilobite right there. I bet you that's all in there. I'll get that out. And then over here, I got him sitting right there, and I bet he's got friends in there. We'll find out when I get home. I'm going to be busy the next couple days. Cleaning rock.
I have to check it out. Appreciate that.
All right, guys. I already flipped this one over, but I'll do it for you guys. So I flipped that over, and I saw that. That's a nice old butt. But over here, a little bit of trilobite just chilling. Heck yeah. All right, guys. I got a crack right through there. There's a trilobite there. Let's see what we got. Ooh. That is a nice unrolled flexi. Man, heck yeah. I'm getting into a layer of them now. Well, I mean, I've been in a layer of them all day. I can't complain. But I'm really starting to like what I'm finding. All right, let's keep going. All right, you guys. That's my day at Flatrun Fossil. Holy cow. I found a lot of good stuff. I don't know how many trilobites I have, probably 30, 40. I got to get them cleaned up. We'll get those cleaned up whenever I get home. But check them out. They are flatrunfossils.com. They also have a Facebook page. I'm going to put both of those down in the description area. I know nobody ever checks the description, but check it out. But anywho, guys, I'll see you back in St. Louis. 6-hour drive for me, but for you, I'm there. All right, my friends, I am back from Flatrun Fossils, and I tell you what, that place is amazing. So I'm going to set some stuff up here on my table. So you can see I've been doing a little work there. And we're going to start cleaning up some of these trilobites. Now these trilobites are different than any of the other trilobites I've ever worked with. My hardest trilobites are, of course, my ones from Grafton, my Trilobites celebris. Super hard. Then you get your Utah trilobites from U-Dig Fossils Wheeler Formation. Those, I can actually take a Dremel to them and clean those up. But these trilobites from Ohio, these are soft, and you got to be real gentle with them. So let me show you some of the tools I'm working with, and then we'll get some trilobites set up, and I'll clean some out of the rock for you. So what we have here, I have my little Harbor Freight sandblaster. It is filled with sodium bicarbonate baking soda. The baking soda will peel that shale off without too much issue. This is one I was working on earlier. Now I will be using the Dremel, but I am using a nylon brush. I'll also be using these polishing brushes. You want to go real slow into this rock. As you can see, I was working there. There's a little imprint of a trilobite there I want to find, and I've got that one right there, which I will I'll blast it here in just a second and show you what's going on. So like I said, sodium bicarbonate in my air gun. Turn that on. Let's give it a little oomph. As you can see, we're starting to pop that trilobite out. Now that's just the head, so I probably won't work on that one too much. I may save it in case I have a butt somewhere that I can put it into. But that's another flexi. So let me get some rocks set up. Let's get one of these trilobites cleaned out and looking good, and then I'll show you what all I have at the end of the video. All right, guys, so I had to take a little break from getting ready to clean the fossils. I started to get ready to clean fossils, and I'm kind of lucky. Let me show you what happened. So that's my brand new air compressor. There's my old air compressor. Much bigger air compressor. Notice it's missing something up front. That's because it's all there. Because this little thing decided to pop off on me. Almost hit me in the leg. It actually kind of nicked me and shot all the way to practically the middle of the road. Needless to say, cleaning fossils might be some really dangerous work. But anywho, I'm going to call it a day for right now. I'm going to get back out. This will be finished up tomorrow. And, you know, once I change my pants, we'll be able to have a really good look at what we have. All right, my friends, we are back in business. Got the new air compressor, got it hooked up. Let me show you the safety tools that we're going to use, and then we'll clean some trilobites. All right, first safety, we're going to use a dust mask. We're using sodium bicarbonate in there, baking soda, so not horrible, but at the same time, you probably don't want to breathe in a bunch of particles. Nice little pair of safety goggles. Make sure they fit tight to your face. That keeps all the sodium bicarbonate and, of course, the other junk from hitting your face. And then, of course, a pair of gloves, because we are running this at about 95 psi, so won't cut you up, but it'll sting. Alright guys, now for something a little different. Please enjoy the music as I soda blast the fossil. All right, my friends. Well, I am not done yet. I still have a lot to clean up. Still got, well, I'll show you. Still got all that to go through. So about a couple weeks, maybe a month of cleaning, but I figure I better show you what I've got out already. Otherwise, I'll never get this video out in time. So, of course, here are some of my little trilobites still sitting in shale, waiting to be cleaned out. Some of those may be full, some of them may not. Those are all flexies in there. I'm hoping that's all together. That will be a beautiful one. And then those two right there. But let's look at what we pulled out today. So that's the one that you saw in the video where I was blasting on it, as well as this one. Both flexies. Beautiful little flexi right there. Now these are not done yet. I still need to stabilize these. I've got some stuff coming. It's Paraloid B27. Once it's here, I will stabilize all these. This one, that's a head. That's a head. And there's something right there in the middle that I was not able to blast off, chip off. I even tried dremeling it. That's why it's got that shine to it. I tried everything I could to get that off of there. I'm going to keep working on it, but I am kind of scared of hurting the trilobite. So look at the trilobite now, because if I mess up, we'll never see it again. And of course, we got my little rolled flexies. Some of them are in very nice cobra. That one and that one's not bad at all. And then, of course, over here, I have my Isotelus. You guys saw me pop this out. Still got a lot of work to do with it. Did not get even close to it. I'm hoping that some of the pieces I find will match up. It's going to be a hodgepodge of pieces, but I'm hoping it's good. You know what? Even if it's not, dang it all, that just means I have to go to Ohio and find a better one. Because I tell you what, guys, I fell in love with Flatrun fossils. Such a cool place. I almost forgot to show you guys this. This is something else cool you can find there. I know it doesn't look like much, but this is a cast. This is what's left over of a burrow. So probably made by a worm. For all I know, the worm could be dead in there, but these were an ancient sea creature that they believe was a burrow. I didn't find any cephalopods, sadly. Well, guys, that was cleanup. I hope you enjoyed it. Tried to get quite a bit of it in there. Hopefully I got enough. But I need to go take a shower because I'm covered in baking soda. And next time you see me, I'll be finishing up with Hamilton outside. And see, I have to do the shower before I finish up with him because I saw him giggling and he had a bottle of white vinegar. I don't trust that dog. Anywho, see you guys in a second. Well, you guys, that's a video for the week. Hope you enjoyed it. Hamilton hopes you enjoyed it. Flatrun Fossils. This is an amazing place. I cannot wait to get to go back. They're only open on the weekends. You have to book through their website, which is flatrunfossils.com. I'll put it down in the description. Super awesome. Keep everything you find. Everything from shells to trilobites. There's brachiopods. There's ancient coral. Totally worth it. But anywho, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Hamilton hopes you enjoyed it, and we hope we can get a like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you the next time we're out hunting rocks, won't we, Hamilton? Yeah. All right, everybody. Bye. Say bye, Hamilton. He says bye, guys. See you later.